Snapshot 24W19A brings us datapack version 43. This one is much smaller than the previous one, but still brings some large format changes in addition to follow-ups and fixes for item components, attributes, and enchantment effects. My name is Slime and this is a video showing you all the changes. Let's start with tags. The legacy tag directory names for some of the older registries which had tag folders in plural have been renamed. That affects items, blocks, entity types, fluids, game events, and decorated pot patterns, which are all now renamed to their singular forms. There's also a new block tag, Fire Aspect Lightable. In item component news, the food component saturation level can no longer be negative, and there's a new field called Using Converts To. This is an item with components, and eating the food converts it to this type, much like eating a mushroom stew leaves a bowl. Lots of cases where having a normally unstackable item with a stack size over 1 caused the extra items to vanish have also been fixed. Setting the custom data component in JSON made some numeric values get converted. Now that component also supports stringified SNBT format, which retains the data type of values. And having items with components with potion effects that had very similar but slightly different effect data would mean those items would stack, even though they shouldn't, which is fixed in this version. In enchantment effect news, the projectile spawned effect now properly includes the right position when it activates. The run command effect now runs in the correct dimension and also includes the rotation of the affected entity. Amplifiers in the apply mob effect entity effect are now fixed to allow values above 0. And the replace disk effect now replaces a disk instead of a half sphere. There's a new field for set block properties, replace block and replace disk effects called trigger game event. This is an optional field specifying a game event ID, and if specified, that game event is emitted when the effect successfully changes a block. In loot table condition and predicate news, the enchantment active check no longer has its functionality inverted. And there's a new field for damage type predicates called isDirect. If specified, it puts a requirement on the damage being direct or indirect. Direct meaning the inflicting entity is the same as the source entity. For instance, a melee attack is a direct attack, whereas an arrow inflicting damage is an indirect attack. In data news, you no longer get a broken error message if you try to set a skull block entity's custom name to something invalid. The power tag of many projectile types has been replaced by an acceleration power tag that specifies how fast the projectile accelerates and its top speed. This affects all the fireball and wind charge projectile types as well as wither skulls. For attributes, reducing the max health of a player now properly reduces their effective health as well. The coloring of some attributes in tooltips has been reversed to avoid beneficial but negative effects showing up as red. Speaking of attributes, the set attributes loot function has now also been fixed to accept an empty list input. And in structure news, there's a new dimension padding field in structure definitions, which is an optional integer. Setting this field ensures that a structure is always that many blocks away from the edge of the dimension, that is, the very top or bottom of the world. And that's all for datapack version 43. Thank you for watching, my name is Slime, and I'll see you next time.